didn't play a single first-team game last year for Freiburg, but he's given Holstein Kiel the lead at Hamburg.
Well, that's a good finish, but watch the run off the ball that just takes the defender away. First of all, the goalkeeper makes a good decision to go that little bit longer. The coach, Tim Walter, throws the ball in quickly. Once again, that man Lee sets it up. There's the run, Bates drops off, doesn't get tight enough, and that's a good finish. We saw two efforts from Hamburg in the first half that just went past the post. This is the perfect finish. No chance for Pollersbeck, and they've deserved it with the way they've played in the second half. Holstein Kiel, not good enough from Bates, who's had a very poor game.
Well, he's not known for his goal scoring, Jonas Meffert. That was quite some strike. Pollersbeck with no chance whatsoever, and now we're going to see what Hamburg are made of. They've made that double change now. Pierre-Michel Lasogga and Jonas David coming on. Players departed while we were looking at the action replay there. We'll do our best to fill you in as quickly as possible. I bet it's Hyro that's gone off, Stuart.
Hardly involved in the game. Hyro.
Can't see him out there either.
And the other player that looks like he's made way is Bates.
Again, not much of a surprise that. He's not had a great debut, the Scotsman in central defence. Neatly done by Steinman. Having his shirt tugged all the time there by Merling. Ito. Need to get him into the game more. It's an easy take though for Kenneth Kronholm. Sarah's worked hard, but to no great success. Kiel have their goal now, and they have 32 minutes or so of normal time to try and hold out. Not that that's the way they like to play, mind you.
Well, they've dominated the second half. Holtby trying to get more involved. He was excellent in the first half, but hasn't been able to influence the play in this second half. Interesting to see whether Neri comes into a wider area and the Sogga plays through the middle. So they're going to play up front together at the moment.
Tatsuya Ito. Holtby, little flick from him. And it breaks down, and the break could be on here. An interception from Sakai. Not once, but twice. Stop from the fullback. Here's Neri. Thought about a shot. In the end found Holtby. And they're not even going to get a throw out of it. Once again, they very nearly played their way out of trouble there, Kiel. Got some good players in this side. Vandenberg doing the defensive job that time.
Janicic, the player that couldn't quite create the opening.
Now here's Lasogga onside. His cross too close to the goalkeeper. Kiel inquiring of the assistant referee where the flag was there.
I don't think he was onside when the ball was played. Just didn't get enough elevation on his cross. When you run into the byline, as he was there, quite often it's easier just to get your foot underneath it and lift it to the far post. Couldn't get enough on the cutback.
Steinman.
I think the reason that they have put the centre-half on, David, is that they're going to try and get Sakai higher up the field down this right-hand side without actually going to a back three. Here he is, Sakai.
Very advanced position. Looking for Neri. Somehow came away with the ball. It's a little short on options though. Janicic. Sakai would have been offside even if he could have reached that, which he couldn't.
Now you're just beginning to hear the crowd turn. Here's the finish again. Centre half backs off and backs off. And while it's a very good finish, it needed to be defended much, much better by Hamburg and by the centre half, Bates. He's been running a walk in the tightrope, hasn't he? The goal scorer's booked in the first couple of minutes of the game.
Schindler has picked out Yanis Serra here. Looking so calm in possession now, Kiel. There were a few signs in the first half that they were perhaps a touch overawed, but that has not been the case in this second half at all, nor for the latter stages of the first. Our own supporters have roared them on from that particular corner of the ground. As this match has gone on, Holstein Kiel discovered there's absolutely no reason to be afraid. Another lovely little touch there from Lee. And now a great run from Jojo van der Berg. Kingsley Schindler, he was looking for the return pass. It didn't quite come off.
His end product hasn't been very good, has it? Schindler out on that right-hand side. There was another really good break set up by Lee and the left back, van den Berg.
Ito for Hamburg. He's looking for Santos, but couldn't pick him out. Not much is going Hamburg's way at the moment. Here's that touch from Lee.
Yeah, just lifts it over the holding midfield player, Steinman.
He gave him the big build-up coming into the game, Lee Jae-sung, and he hasn't let us down. Few worried faces in the Hamburg director's box. He's got a new look this season as well. Most of them resigned in May. Yeah, I've got a stoppage in play here. Gives me a chance to remind you about our live National League game tomorrow from midday. It's the one between Salford City and Leyton Orient. It's on BT Sport 1, also available in 4K UHD, as is the Community Shield game between the Cup winners Chelsea and Premier League winners Manchester City. Coverage begins 2 p.m. Sunday, and don't forget about that other Zweite Bundesliga game on Monday night between Dynamo Dresden and Duisburg. Hamburg looking for a way back into this game, but you wouldn't say that an equaliser looks imminent. Santos. Hamburg have slapped a €25 million price tag on him. He hasn't looked worth that sort of money tonight.
There's the crowd just turning again. He's the man with the problems, Christian Titz. He's made 2 substitutions. Hasn't really worked for him so far. He's trying to play with 2 up front. Trying to let the right back Sakai play higher up the field. David will be almost on the cover. Maybe he's challenging for the ball now.
To go back to Pollersbeck. Christian Titz himself is a very inexperienced figure at this level. It's his 9th match in charge of Hamburg tonight. Aside from a spell in charge of Homburg in the 4th and 5th tier, this is his only professional assignment in senior team management. Pollersbeck giving the ball away again there, the goalkeeper.
Well, he looks very composed when he's got time, but as soon as he gets closed down, well, he doesn't have the ability just to manipulate the ball to get it onto his favoured right foot and then get it that little bit longer.
Kiel still lead by a goal to nil here in the Volkspark Stadion. All the other sides and coaches and scouts that are watching this one will surely take the same lesson from it that we have, which is that if you put Pollersbeck under little bit of pressure, he might give you the ball. Here's Santos to Ito. Just let that one get away from him.
He's promised a lot, Ito, but hasn't really delivered. That shot in the first half that just went past the post, that was his best moment. He's had 3 or 4 opportunities, 1v1 against the defender, racing into the box.
Here is Ito again. Awkward effort and a fine save. Tatsuya Ito trying to wriggle free. Janicic with a shot.
Good shot as well. There was the ball over the top. Ito sets him up, strikes it nicely with his left foot. Goalkeeper, for some reason, Kronholm goes with almost his knees rather than his hands.
Santos with a throw. Janicic trying to make something of it here. It's Hamburg that are pressing, trying to win the ball back, but they haven't done so. Jonas Meffert, the goal scorer, able to clear their lines.
And Dronelin, the centre half. It's gone down again, the right back. Dean. Looks like he's going to make way here.
David Kinsombi is going to join us any moment. Not sure how much gamesmanship there is in this from Yannick Dean. A couple of their players taking 5 since they grabbed the opening goal. Although, in fairness, they probably do have every right to be a little bit tired at this stage.
I think he might have changed his mind here, the coach.
Yeah, because that's Patrick Herrmann that's stripping off. It's a like-for-like change at right back. Not moving at all well. Dean, who's had a decent game, and he's going to be replaced by the veteran. Toby making his senior debut tonight. Wouldn't him, I'm not sure who Hamburg have got available in central defence. They're trying to sign a defender all week. I'm sure they will get another couple of bodies in before the window shuts. Otherwise someone like David here is going to have to really show what he can do.
He certainly looks quick, David.
Academy graduate, so Kinsombi is going to come on. He's made something of a miracle recovery this week. He was ruled out of contention completely after an ankle injury in pre-season, but he's come on in leaps and bounds in the last few days. He's able to come on and help try and close out this win. Meanwhile, Patrick Herrmann also joins us. Reliable figure at fullback. Yannis Serra, one of the players to depart, as is Yannick Dean, who of course picked up that injury a little earlier.
Interesting to see who's going to go and play up front now, because somebody usually plays as a midfield player.
And very much a holder in midfield. You can see he's just patrolling the area a little further forward.
In fact, right here, it looks like he could be the centre forward as he's pressing the ball here.
Well, that really would be a turn up. He was prolific in the second half of the season, in fairness to him. And if anything, he's a defender, or a defensive midfielder, or a central defender.
Almost looks like they're going to play without a centre forward. Lee and Kinsombi are going to play almost as withdrawn front players.
Hollisbeck. Maybe the instruction to Kinsombi is to put the goalkeeper under pressure. Hollisbeck complicit as they gave it away again in possession there, Hamburg. Kiel have got a free kick.
Again, it's the wrong decision by the goalkeeper. He puts his midfield player under a lot of pressure. Steinman, everybody can see where the ball's going to go. Holstein Kiel quick to close it down. Good play, Merlin. It's not going Hamburg's way at the moment. They're in a spot of bother here.
They're starting to run out of time too. Alexander Merlin and Lee Jae-sung discussing their options from the set piece. It's Merlin in the end. It was well defended. Tried to do it all himself. That's at least won the throw. I don't think it went off there. Ito, Santos, that's a touch overweighted, his Sakai. Can he get the centre in? Yes he can. Stamped away by Hoka Val.
He's not the quickest, but he's been in the right place at the right time on many occasions, Val, in this second half.
Sad sight for Yannick Diem, who hobbles off with what might be an ankle problem. Well, looks like he's putting plenty of weight on it. Maybe it's just a knock. Here's Ito. Lewis Holtby. Sogler wanted the early pass, but Holtby went wide and found Van Drongelen. Oh, dangerous ball in, but Neri couldn't quite adjust his feet in time. And had Lasogga at the near post, Neri at the far, and neither of them could quite get it right.
That's the centre back that gets up. What a cross it is into the box. He's got to do it better again, Neri. He's got to make sure he gets something behind it. Just gets it back into the danger, if not scoring himself. Lasogga certainly can't get there. That's a weak effort from Neri. A real waste. In the right place, coming round the back.
Well, the Hamburg press has been describing him as a rocket on two legs. That may well be, but could do with some finishing lessons. He's had 3 clear-cut opportunities tonight, and he's not hit the target with any of them. Ito brought down. Could see another caution here.
Ito was waiting for that to happen. There's nothing really that Lee can do about it. Ito slows himself down, waits for the challenge. I think he's a bit unlucky there, Lee. That's all Ito was looking to do.
Doesn't seem to have had a summer break at any point, Lee Jae-sung. As I say, played in every game in the World Cup, and he's already played 5 games in the Korean League before tonight. So he's probably entitled to being a little bit tired at this stage.
The Korean season is a different time scale to most leagues, several leagues. He may have had his break at some other point in the year. Certainly looks fresh, doesn't he? It's been excellent so far, Lee. Here he is on the ball. May get on the ball.
Zombie able to turn. Schindler to his right. Here is Kingsley Schindler. Honsak in the middle. Too high for him. And the follow-up, it was Alexander Merlin who sent it into the crowd, but they're looking dangerous on the counter-attack. If Hamburg throw the kitchen sink at them, Kiel look more than capable of adding to their lead on the counter.
When Schindler got it out on that right-hand side, they had 3 players making runs into the box. And certainly not just sitting back here and allowing Hamburg to play.
Santos.
I'm not sure the changes that Christian Tzitz has made has really worked for him here. Now there's a problem.
Lee has got Kinsombi up ahead of him. Schindler is there too. Well, that's one of the very few passes that Lee has misplaced tonight.
And you were talking about tiredness 2 or 3 minutes ago, and you're probably absolutely right. Earlier in the game, he'd have raced away from the defender. Probably got a shot away rather than trying to look for a pass.
Here's Matthias Honsack. Lee. Another dangerous ball in. The final touch on that came off Kinsombi, so goal kick. Of course, it's not just the amount of games that he's been played. You know, the way Kiel play demands a lot of the attacking players closing down and pressuring and whatnot.
And he was playing in a sort of almost a number 10 role where he had to do both sides of the game. Be a defender, go on attack, make runs beyond the centre forward. Again, they've tried to play it from the back, Hamburg.
Here he is again. It's Lee. And it's 2-0. He puts it on a plate for Kinsombi. And Holstein Kiel are surely heading for victory at the Volkspark Stadium. We talked about Hamburg being a big scout this season. Well, Kiel have done just that.
Well, once again, they're trying to play it from the back. They get it all wrong. It's the midfield player, Steinman, that almost wasn't ready for the pass. From this moment on, good one-touch pass. I thought he was going to go for goal himself there, Lee, but he picks out the right pass. And it's a fairly simple. I'm not sure he had to hit it in the air. Bounce it just in front of the goal scorer. And Zombie. But that should be the game. All wrapped up. And I think the crowd will now turn. Here's the pass that made it. That one round the corner from Merlin. And a fairly simple finish from the substitute, who's playing in a different position to what we normally see him in. And there's the man under big pressure.
Well, too many more performances like this, and Hamburg might be requiring a 15th manager in 10 years. As it has not gone well tonight for Christian Tzitz, and as you said, he made the changes. Have succeeded in only going further behind. And Zombie with a second goal for Holstein Kiel, who are providing us with a real story here tonight. Hamburg are learning the hard way that life in the Zweite Bundesliga is not for the faint of heart. Here's Lewis Holtby. Still time for a comeback, but they'll have to go some. Ito taking on Herrmann, beating him for pace. Kronholm couldn't quite grab the ball.
That was better from Ito. That time he attacked the space at the side of the defender. Not the perfect cross. That time he attacked the space at the side of the defender. Not the perfect cross. That's what he's in the side to do. 1v1 situations, go past his man, make things happen.
Yannick Dean having to go off for Holstein Kiel means that he's now got Herrmann marking him Ito. I think he's going to struggle to deal with his pace more than Dean was doing. Here's Lee, who has been absolutely brilliant tonight. Kinsombi, whose miracle recovery in the week has climaxed with a goal. Here's Kinsombi again. Vandenberg. Alexander Merling invited to shoot. He does. Pollersbeck couldn't quite grab it. It's going to be a corner.
Frustrated with himself maybe that he can't hold on to this. He's actually trying to catch it. It just slips out of his hands. It's not a particularly dangerous effort from Merlin.
Another change coming up. Hans Merschel will make a debut for Holstein Kiel. Another youngster. And he replaces the game's outstanding player. What an impact made by Lee Jae-sung. It was a real coup for Holstein Kiel to get him.
He has been brilliant.
Schindler's corner. Well, at the far post. It'll be a second corner.
What you want from your number 10, your playmaker, is to be able to pass the ball with quality. You want him to be able to run with the ball. You want him to be able to close down as well when you're pressing the ball high up the field. He did all of those things and more.
It seems that there are a lot of clubs that missed a trick in not picking up Lee. Free kick given here. Hans Merschal's first act is to foul his marker. Roll of the dice from Christian Titz and Hamburg. Christoph Moritz comes on for Vasily Janicic. Moritz joined in May following Kaiserslauten's relegation to the third tier. Whistle's gone here. Lasogga penalised. We haven't seen a lot of him since he came on.
Nothing from it, and that's a foul. It's a silly foul as well. Just nudging the defender out the way. Val.
His last competitive goal for Hamburg was in May 2017. 10 goals in 31 championship games for Leeds last season. Started well there, but performances dropped off. And I think that's pretty much the story of his Hamburg career as well.
He's a threat in the air. He's a big centre forward. I'm not sure he offers them too much technically.
There's Lasogga again. Find Lewis Holtby.
He's drifted out the game, it has to be said, Lewis Holtby. I thought he was good in the first half. The second half just hasn't been an influence whatsoever.
Here's Ito. Schindler back on defensive duty to help out Hermann. So again, good opportunity here for Hamburg. Lasogga couldn't quite pull the trigger. Lewis Holtby now. Is there room for a shot? There is, and it's another fine save by Kronholm.
Nice height for the goalkeeper. Lewis Holtby did well just to buy himself that bit of space there. Doesn't really hit it with great power. It's a comfortable save. In the end, does well to push it over, get it away from the danger area.
The Hamburg corner. Ito misjudged that one. Still has it. He'll try and wriggle away from Schindler. He's got the free kick. Oh, physical mismatch that is. Ito against Schindler. Showy saves in this second half, important ones. Calling for it, doesn't get it. Holstein Kiel looking comfortable with 5 minutes of normal time remaining. Here's Hermann. Nice ball up to Kinsobi. And here is a chance for three. And it very nearly was three. Matthias Honsack denied by the outstretched boot of Julian Pollersbeck.
Big chance, tries to hit it across the goalkeeper with his left foot. He's a lucky boy, Pollersbeck. He was beaten really. He's been a threat, hasn't he, Honsack? Hasn't touched the ball that much, but whenever he makes those little runs, he's shown good strength. He's been able to get in behind defenders. Got away from Sakai again there. He probably deserves a goal for his movement off the ball.
Kiel corner. Val's header. Smashed away by David. Hamburg could not have complained if they'd have gone 3-0 down there. As it stands, they still have a slim chance of doing something here. The Soga goes down. Not sure if the referee gave the free kick for that one or the earlier challenge.
He's given the yellow card for the earlier challenge to Schmidt.
I think it was one of those where it was a good free kick to give away. Decent booking to take. At this stage, Kiel can all get behind the ball once again. Lewis Holtby with the delivery. Going to end up with the corner. A lack of communication there. Ended up with Schmidt heading behind. And we feel hungry,
That's the idea, I think.
Kinsombi. Oh, clash of heads. The referee will stop the game. He couldn't have been in a better place to see it. Quite accidental. Both players giving their all. But it was a nasty collision. Bit of a sickening one.
It's there to be won. Centre half. Oh yeah, that's a nasty one. Head to head. It's always, in my view, the worst collision.
Van Drongelen, the Hamburg player that's gone down.
So Schmidt is struggling slightly as well, limping around.
Reminder that our first Premier League game of the forthcoming season sees Wolverhampton Wanderers return to the top flight. They host Everton on Saturday, the 11th of August. Another big game that's headed your way is the UEFA Super Cup final between Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid. Here's that save from Pollersbeck.
And Zombie did well. Just get the ball to the wide man, and there he gets a whack on the head for his troubles. And Drongelen, the player with him.
And they certainly can't afford another injury in central defence. I think he's going to be okay, Van Drongelen. Tough character. It's me, but I think there's an element of David Brent about Christensen.
He's the happier of the two coaches. He must be delighted with the way his team has played today, particularly after half-time.
Fetching head bandage now being sported by Kinsombi. Always popular with a commentator, that. Makes him very easy to identify. So only seconds remaining in normal time here. I think we'll have So only seconds remaining in normal time. We'll have a few added on. As the Soga comes forward and couldn't quite direct that one goalwards. Had he done so, Kronholm might have been struggling.
He started to come, then backed off a couple of yards. He was caught in no man's land. That's what the Soga can do. He's good in the air. He can back into defenders. He can flick balls on. He can be a real nuisance, but you have to get balls into him.
Somebody's not going to get away with that. There's no danger of mistaken identity either. There's Pollersbeck.
There's the flick again, Lasoga. Nearly trying to get in behind him. They haven't combined at all, have they, those two, since they've been on together? Nery's now playing a bit more to the right-hand side, but when he first came on, Lasoga, they played with the two up front, with Sakai trying to get forward down the right-hand side, giving them a bit of attacking width.
Vandenberg. Well, they came in numbers tonight. The HSV faithful. Their team haven't repaid them. It's a long season though, and they might just have to be patient with their side. It's going to be a learning curve at second tier level. Inexperienced squad too, for the most part. I'm sure that Hamburg will be there or thereabouts come the end of the season. Nevertheless, defeat on day one is not a good look.
Not just the defeat, the way they've been outplayed in this second half.
Ito.
I'm not sure the crowd are too impressed with the way Pollersbeck wants to. He said that in his notes before the game. They're a pressing team, they want to dominate possession. They won't give us time on the ball yet. They still try to play out from the back and took risks.
Maybe Kinsombi. It could be three after all. It is three. Matthias Honsak does get his goal. He threatened a third a few minutes ago, and now he has found the net. Hamburg's humiliation is complete. Holstein Kiel are heading for a historic victory here.
What a counter-attacking goal. First of all, Merling does well. Little nutmeg on Holtby. Then the pass with the outside of his boot. Here's the pass. First touch, excellent. On the half volley, just passes it into the corner. That's a counter-attacking goal of the highest quality. Kinsombi with the final pass there. He's got a lot of work to do to get it under control and a lot of work to do to pass it into the corner. They've deserved this victory. Hamburg, they're in trouble.
Matthias Honsak with a debut goal, just like Yunus Meffert, who started things off in the 56th minute. The scoreline now has a very lopsided look to it. You'd have to say that Holstein Kiel have got this absolutely spot on tonight. Remember the last time these two played each other in the league, January 63. It's a fixture that was unthinkable just a few years ago. And Kiel are winning by 3-0. Khaled Neri letting fly. How expensive his wayward finishing looks now.
It'll be interesting to see the reaction of the fans after the game. Desperation amongst some of them.
I think that the referee would offer a mercy whistle sooner rather than later.
Not casualised, not looking quite so good now, is it? For Christian Titz.
Choosing Ricky Gervais as a style icon has not really worked out for her. Pollersbeck again with a loose clearance, but it's worked out for them this time. Christoph Moritz trying to drive Hamburg forward, and then he was caught in two minds. And we're going to continue towards the 6th minute of stoppage time here, despite the 3-0 scoreline. Schindler's ball in, gathered by Pollersbeck, and that will be that. New season, new team, same old story for Hamburg. An awful start to their historic Zweite Bundesliga campaign. Hamburg beaten 3-0 at home by Holstein Kiel. An astonishing scoreline which will go into the record books, but one that Kiel fully deserved. They outplayed Hamburg on their own patch, and if there were any doubts about how hard life is going to be in the second tier for Dino, well, there won't be any more. Plenty more heading your way tonight on the BT Sport channels. Plenty of tennis at the moment on BT Sport 2 and 3. We've got the Silicon Valley Classic from San Jose and also the City Open from Washington. There's baseball action available tonight too. The Padres are in Chicago That's happening at the moment on ESPN, and later on, an always lively affair between the Yankees and the Red Sox. Before that, and up next on this channel, a season preview of all the things to look forward to in this year's new Premier League campaign, which is going to be upon us before you know it. Right, let's take a look back and look at the way that Holstein Kiel won this game. An absolutely astonishing scoreline. 3-0 victors they are tonight, the Storks. This is the opening goal. Came on his debut for Jonas Meffert, and what a goal it was.
Well, made by the best player on the field, Jai Sung Lee. He was first to react. Ball thrown down the side. Coach plays his part here as well. Tim Walter. There's the ball down the side. Lee turns inside. Watch the centre half. He's got to come to the ball. He backs off. Can't get a block in. And that's a really good finish from Meffert.
Hamburg never really looked like coming back. Certainly not once. The second one went in. David Kinsombi, the substitute, finishing from close range. And once again, it's Lee playing a big part.
The goalkeeper passes the ball out to the holding midfield player. Didn't seem ready for it, Steinman. And from that moment on, they were in trouble. And their passing was excellent, the away team. Here it is, Steinman miscontrols it. They don't react quickly enough. A couple of passes and suddenly Lee's in behind. I thought he was going to go for goal. The goalkeeper left a lot of space for him to hit into, but he picks the right pass. And this was a counter-attacking goal of the highest quality. First of all, Merlin outside of the boot pass. This one's a decent pass as well. The first touch here makes it. The second one is excellent. He still had to control that finish.
Matthias Honsack on his day.
Gosti preko Iglesias, ali je vrlo uporan tamo Gavranović koji je sada stigao i oteti jednu loptu. Knežević, a Šunjić, kreće Šunjić, dostići će ovo Moharami. Pokušaj prodora Moharamija koji će ipak odložiti za Konđora. Još jednom Knežević. Nije prošlo do Konđora, ali evo tu iz pozadine Moharamija, pa Kerubić to zadržao, pa Espinoza. Sudaru sa Šunjićem, aut za Istru, a da vidimo, ide Mario Gavranović iz igre, sasvim sigurno će zaraditi sada zasluženi pljesak. Čovjek koji je upisao večeras 2 pogotka i asistenciju, Mario Gavranović u 73. minuti ispraćen pljeskom odlazi sa travnjaka. Mjesto njega na terenu s brojem 17 Luka Menalo, to znači da Oršić čini se ide u vrh napada na ono Gavranovićevo mjesto. Za tih posljednjih 17-18 minuta na krilo će ono gdje je bio Oršić Menalo, gdje je Moharami izborio prekršaj. To Vila u pozadinu, Espinoza, pa Segado. Grujević. Prema Espinozi. Franić sada Dinamo kao da je malo prepustio tih nekoliko dodavanja. Istri ne idu modri više u pritisak, svjesni su i oni. Rekao bih da je ovaj dvoboj odlučen i da sada valja malo štediti snagu za Astanu. Znate da će Dinamo već u nedjelju putovati u Kazahstan, ništa ne želi prepustiti slučaju. Nenad Bjelica, a evo i posljednje zamjene u redovima Istre, ide van Iglesias, Daniel Iglesias, a u igru će s brojem 20 Antonio Ivančić. Je Iglesias dobio prednost u odnosu na Ivančića. Međutim, malo toga je naravno mogao napraviti s obzirom na to da je Dinamo pokazao koliko je kvalitetnija momčad od Istre. Jednog udarca Menala koji je blokiran, Espinoza, pa Franić. Uspjeva Franić gurnuti za Vilu. Vila, pa opet Espinoza, desno se nudi Sané, ipak ide ta lopta na Grujevića. Kriva predaja Grujevića, Knežević je to oteo. Olmo. Konđor. Konđor u sredinu još uvijek traži priliku za udarac. Tamo Knežević, blokirali su to Puljani. Posljednjih je četvrt sata na Maksimirskom stadionu. Još jednom tog udarca. Iz neposredne blizine, tamo je pogodio, čini se Rufatija koji se okretao. Konđora, evo sada Oršića. Još jedan udarac iz daljine, no Leovac neprecizan. Šunjić tamo stiže do lopte. Pokušaj je Menala po lijevom boku. Na kraju od svega udarac iz kuta za Dinamo. Devet jedan udarcima iz kuta za Dinamo. ubacivanje tamo na nekih 10 metara, onda Dilaver vraća, ali Čondrić je spreman to prihvatiti. Espinoza, Rubić, Espinoza vraća za Segada. Tu se nudio Ivančić, ali lopta će ipak na Saneja. I opet Istra ide unatrag. Pa na drugu stranu, tamo od kuda su i krenuli, Franić. Espinoza, pogledat će opet desno, u širinu, neprestano idu Puljani. Novo ubacivanje u 16-terac modrih, međutim, što od svega toga, mirno je to prihvatio Zagorac. Eno primanje sada Oršića, koji ispred sebe ima Franića. Desno za Danija Olma. Olmo u 16-terac, ali previsoko za sve igrače u plavom dresu. Na kraju je to lopta za goste. Mirno Franić prema Espinozi. Grujević će vratiti Segadu. Rodriguez, nekako će ova lopta proći, ali samo do modrih. Šunjić. Šunjić u prostor, tamo je Menalo najbliži lopti. Rodriguez, Menalo kroz noge, paralelno s gol crtom, tamo u visini 5 metara, no nije bilo nikoga na toj povratnoj lopti. Još jednom je stigao Šunjić to izblokirati, izborio je aut. Franić za Istru, koja sada nekako sve više dolazi do zraka. Pred kraj dvoboja, sve više kreću prema naprijed Puljani. Ali naravno, rekao bih da je to prije svega što im to Dinamo dozvoljava. Evo još jednog ubacivanja, evo sada šanse, Rubić ima priliku i morao je čistiti tamo Moharami, koji se opet ljuti na sebe jer nije dobro reagirao prvi puta na tu loptu. Pogledajmo još jednom, Sane je zavrnuo, onda Moharami promašio i Rubić je tu bio malo prisebniji, mogao je poslati loptu u okvir. Ubacivanje je sa strane, opet za Franića kojim se vratila lopta. Sada Gabrilo pokazuje da je to aut za Dinamo. Moharami, Šunjić. Šunjić. Je za goste. Ušli smo u posljednjih 10 minuta, sada je još otprilike nešto više od 8 ostalo do kraja, plus naravno nadoknada suca Gabrila. Dinamo lagano brodi prema svojoj prvoj prvenstvenoj pobjedi ove sezone.